Namaste bachcho. I hope you all practiced the 5 consonant, that is the 5 Vyanjan letters which we learned in the previous class, that is cha, cha, ja, jha, ya. Now in this class we are going to do the exercise part. In page number 23 in your textbook, you can see Lekhan Abhyas. Lekhan means writing exercise. So you have to take your textbook, pencil and eraser. Let's start doing it. First consonant here is cha. Cha say chammach. So here first you have to draw a short sleeping line. Next step is, after drawing this short sleeping line, you have to write U. Next step, short sleeping line, U and standing line. You have to write it along with me. Short sleeping line, U and a straight line. On the top, sleeping line. Once again, short sleeping line, U, standing line and sleeping line. So this is cha Vyanjan letter, cha. Cha say chammach. Rest of them you have to do it by yourself. Next Vyanjan letter is cha. You can hear the ha sound, cha. Cha say chhatri. Let's write it. First you have to draw a small U. Next step is inverted 3. Next step is inverted 3 and then it goes up and a small circle. Next step is inverted 3, goes up, small circle and short standing line. Another one, inverted 3, goes up, standing line and sleeping line. Rest of them you have to do it by yourself. Next Vyanjan letter is ja. Ja say jahaz. So the first step, here it is given short sleeping line, but we can also start from here. First draw small U, then short sleeping line. Next step, U, short sleeping line and standing line. Next step, U, sleeping line, standing line and on the top sleeping line. So we pronounce ja. U, short sleeping line, standing line and sleeping line. So I hope you can do rest of them. The next Vyanjan letter is jha. Jha say jharna, chanda. So here the first step is, you remember we wrote E. First you have to write E. Next step is, after writing E, you have to a short, it's not straight but we can draw straight also. E, short sleeping line and standing line. Next step, short standing line, S and come down, sleeping line and a straight standing line. On the top, sleeping line. Once again, first you have to write E, short sleeping line, standing line and on the top sleeping line. So this is jha. Jha se jharna. Rest of them, I think you can write it by yourself. Now, the last one is iya. Rarely we use this Vyanjan letter. So, let's see how to write it. First, inverted C. Next step, inverted C and a short sleeping line. Third step, inverted C, short sleeping line and a standing line. Again, C, inverted C, short sleeping line, standing line and on the top sleeping line. Once again, inverted C, short sleeping line, standing line and sleeping line. So, rest of them you can write it in your textbook. So, kids, you have to practice these Vyanjan letters. We learned ka, kha, ga, gha, nga, cha, cha, ja, jha, iya. So, you have to practice this. You have to write at least 2 to 3 times in your notebook, plus you have to practice its pronunciation also. Now, in page number 25, you can see the first exercise of this chapter. It is match the following. That means, in Hindi we say, चित्रों को देखिए तथा पहले व्यंजन से मिलाइए. So, pictures are given here and Vyanjan letters are given. So, you have to identify the picture. First one is waterfall. In Hindi we say jharna. So, can you guess which is that first Vyanjan letter in jharna? Jharna, jha. So, you have to match it. This jha. You have to do it along with me. Next picture is jahaz, ship. Jahaz. So, can you guess which Vyanjan letter it is? Yes, this ja. Third picture is umbrella. In Hindi, we say chhatri. So, here we are using this cha. The fourth picture is chammach, chammach, cha. So, this cha. I hope you all have done it. Now, let's move to the second exercise. Here, few pictures are given and you have to write the correct Vyanjan letter. First picture, chhatri. So, we will be writing cha here. Inverted 3 goes up and a small circle. On the top, short standing line and sleeping line. This is charkha. Second picture is charkha. So, can you guess which consonant we are using here? Cha. Then the next picture is jal, ja. Fourth picture is jharna, short standing line, E, short sleeping line, then a standing line and on the top sleeping line. Jha se jharna. Now here in page number 26, you can see the picture of the fox and bunch of grapes. So, can you guess? Yes, this is a poem and it is based on the story The Fox and the Grapes. Now, let's read it and you have to read it along with me. The first line, देख अंगूर का बड़ा सा गुच्छा, देख अंगूर का बड़ा सा गुच्छा लोमड़ी का मन ललचाया. So, I'll tell you what it means. So, one day the fox went to the forest and there he saw a bunch of grapes hanging from the vine and his mouth started watering. The next line, सारे अंगूर खा जाऊंगी, सारे अंगूर खा जाऊंगी, यही सोचकर मन हर्षाया. That means the fox is saying, I will eat all the grapes. And thinking this, he was very happy. Harshaya means happiness. So what did he do? He jumped high to reach the grapes, but he was not able to grab it. He tried again and again, but he could not grab the grapes. So the next line, पर था लटका बहुत ही ऊंचा, हाथ एक न आया. So it was, the grapes was hanging very high and he tried a lot but could not grab them. Last two line, ये अंगूर बड़े खट्टे हैं, ये अंगूर बड़े खट्टे हैं, यही सोचकर मन बहलाया. बहलाया means to calm. So, he calmed himself saying that the grapes are not sweet, it is sour. So, he don't want it. So, this is the meaning of the poem. Now, the moral of this poem is, it is easy to hate what you don't get, but we should try hard to achieve our goal. That's all for today. We'll meet in the next class. Dhanyavad.